Man, there's a lot of stuff going on in this week. First, we get news that Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson get fired from their prospective jobs on their days off. Well, one was on, one was off, but either way, both of them are gone. Then, earlier today, as I'm recording this video on April 27, 2023, we get news that Jerry Springer passed away. But I think this one right here might eclipse all three of those, because this one right here has been long awaited. And this is actually going to be a pretty bittersweet Triple P, because we wanted this woman to meet her demise in a cell. So in case y'all have not heard, but of course by now y'all already heard it, because it's been about 24 hours. Carolyn Bryant, the witch that was responsible for the brutal murder of Emmett Till, has died at the age of 88. And we knew that they wasn't going to arrest her. Excuse me. We knew that they weren't going to arrest her, even though they should have. Everyone else around her, let me take that back. They didn't really get dealt with either. There really was no justice when you think about it when it came to Emmett Till at all. Everyone who kicked the can and met their maker, it happened just because they just ended up dying. The two men that were responsible for brutally beating him and murdering him, and now her. The only one who met their end in a very vicious way was the victim, and that would be Emmett Till. I hope this woman is burning right now. And I think many people are hoping that as well, and maybe even worse. And you know what? We all have a right to feel that way. Carolyn Bryant Donham, the white woman, the white hag at the center of the Emmett Till lynching nearly 70 years ago, has died. The 88-year-old had been battling cancer and was in hospice care. That's how we knew she was on her way out. But honestly, she was in hospice a lot longer than most. Mississippi Today reported Thursday, Donham had been accused of setting off the 1955 lynching of the 14-year-old Emmett Till. Accused of, she is the one that did it. It says her death comes after a Mississippi grand jury declined to indict her in August last year over Till's death. And that's the part right there why I say it's bittersweet. Because although we are glad that this hag is out of here, she is cleared off the table and she has gone to be with the Grim Reaper, we wanted her to be arrested because nobody surrounding Emmett Till's murder was ever arrested. The most was charged, and that would be her husband and her brother-in-law. They were just charged, but that was a very open and shut case. They ended up being found not guilty, even though it was very clear of what they did. But of course, you know what it was like, of course, at that time back then. But as for her, she's the one that set it off. I've always said that Carolyn Bryant was the OG Karen. Granted, there were other Karens before her, before Karen was Karen, but she's one of the more famous ones. And when you think about how all these white women act, especially when it comes to black men right now, it always goes back to her. And I'm going to tell black men something right now, and y'all may or may not agree with what it is I'm about to say. You want to know why a lot of black women and even some other black men will criticize you if you end up dating a white woman? Look to this case right here. And Emmett Till wasn't even dating her. Clearly, that wasn't going to work anyway, because look at the age difference. The other, of course, was the obvious. He's a black boy and she was a white woman. But look at what one lie did. Look at what one lie did. It caused this boy his entire life. He will be eternally 14 years of age. And if you think about all the Black Massacre series that I'm doing right now, what is the catalyst for the reason why a lot of these towns got destroyed? A white woman or a white girl lying and saying a black man violated her, a black boy or a black man violated her. And not only did it cause that black man or black boy to end up getting murdered, but it ended up destroying the town that he lived in. If he had a family, they took his family out. his friends, anything connected to him in some capacity. So when you hear a lot of people look at black men with white women in such disdain, it usually goes back to this situation right here, just in case many of you were not catching on. You can be with whoever you want, but there are so many examples throughout history that shows that this white woman, and I'm not just talking about Carolyn Bryant, I'm just using her as the blueprint, has been known to set off to help destroy black economies, black families, and the black family structure, even down to feminism, aided in that. Who was spearheading that? So this is bigger than just Carolyn Bryant. She's just the OG Karen, but there are so many that were before her, and there are so many after her, and there are still more around with her today. I mean, not with her today, but that are still flourishing today. They have that Carolyn Bryant spirit about themselves. So she did leave a legacy, all right, a legacy of lying on black men to get them set up, hemmed up, and killed. So with that, I will say this: I feel absolutely nothing, and forever about this woman. I don't know how the Till family, his relatives are feeling about this. Probably, if I was them, I'd probably be throwing a parade. I've already seen some comments of what people said that they need to find out where her funeral is going to be located. I'm not going to say why they said that. Who knows? They might try to cremate her and put her in an urn somewhere. I don't know. They probably gonna have it very private because they know people gonna be trying to find it. Because people, they feel like, listen, all these years this woman went unscathed and untouched. Like no one actually put hands on this woman for what she did. Not even Emmett Till's mother. And I'm sure Emmett Till's mother wanted to get out of her comfort zone and put hands on this woman back in the day. I know Mammy Till wanted to. It's just unfortunate that this woman, Mammy Till, went to her grave not getting justice for her son. And then she went to her grave before this bitch did. So either way, this heifer is gone from this world. I can't wait to see what y'all say down in the comments.
Lord, I'm having a heart attack.